We are in Whitby in North Yorkshire. Beautiful old fishing town. We're going to stay here for a week, right alongside the harbour in an Airbnb and do some exploring. Full of places to eat and drink and cafes and seafood places. It's a working fishing port. And of course ice cream. No tour of Whitby is complete without the amusements.
Like a direct line.
Now this is Rhonda's kind of fun, right? Fun in Funland. The Magpie Cafe is very famous for its fish and chips. People queuing all day here, especially when the fish and chip restaurant opens. And of course Whitby is famous for its candy rock, which are these sticks of hard candy. About a pint of beer at the pier pub. And ice cream stands everywhere. You can't come to Whitby without an ice cream. How sad these are, all those fishmongers, fresh fish stalls, all shut down and boarded up. Bloody hell, eh? There's the Magpie. People queuing up to get in it. It's another busy day because it's sunny and it's a weekend. Lots of people around. There's a brand new lifeboat in Whitby. Lots of boats doing sea trips. They'll take you out of the harbour, out to sea and back. This one's only £5, but it only lasts 20 minutes. But at least you won't get seasick. There's the £5 a person cruise boats. Busy today. One's heading out, just turning to go, and the other one's coming back in to load up. A nice day for a ride on a boat. Look at the old building for sale here. It's neat. That was built in 1830. Commercial building right on the harbour front. That'd make a nice pub or a restaurant. This is one of the main shopping streets in Whitby town centre. And our Airbnb is actually there on the corner, that corner apartment above the Mexican. Very handy for shopping, for the food we need to buy. This is one of the other shopping streets in Whitby. And running off here, some very narrow streets. And there's a view up onto Whitby Abbey. Well, there's a neat place to have a beer. This ship is a reproduction of Captain Cook's ship called the Endeavour. And there's actually a bar in there, a bar restaurant on board. That's cool. It's really calm today, but grey. And Whitby's hopping busy with folks. It's a weekend and it is the Yorkshire Fossil Festival. So let's see if we can see a few fossils. The greatest show on earth. It's the fossil show. The kids are looking in this box to find fossils. All kinds of crystals and semi-precious stuff. And fossils.
Thank you so much.
Pick a ticket.
And what's the number? What's the number in there?
Number is 325.
325.
Yeah.
325. So we've got a winner. So as all details in there, so it's a tooth from what's called a mosasaur,
Yeah.
which is like a Loch Ness Monster style dinosaur.
I have a dinosaur tooth I just won.
That's awesome.
Down here today, we've got entertainers from around the world doing their thing.
We're collecting information for science. We're taking it back in time.
Well, we're taking this to Canada with us.
Take it to Canada. Brilliant. Welcome into this moment in time. And in the future, they're easy to please. Travel through time. Ready?
Bye.
I'm from Doncaster originally. This is the old railway station at Whitby. If you're coming into Whitby to visit and you're in a car, you come down to the harbour, turn right at the roundabout where the railway station is, past the Co-op supermarket, and the main parking lots are just down here on both sides of the road. Here's a cool way to see Whitby on the open top double-decker bus. Hop on, hop off. We'll take a look inside the train station. Not much happening. It's a train station. Ah, there's a steam train in though. Old LMS, London, Midland and Scottish steam engine. And the engine is the Eric Treacy. It's going to pull those guys along the North York Moors Railway. Here she comes. Here's the old swing bridge at Whitby. Just opened up to let a boat go through. A ship. Obviously the small boats can get through, these racing ketches. But that's the swing bridge. Pretty neat piece of engineering. So the people waiting for the bridge to lock into position so the gates can open and they can cross to the other side. That's where you can book for the pirate ship, the pirate cruise out of the harbour. It's only £5 to go on that. The tide's out, and Whitby is very historic, particularly for Count Dracula, so you can go on a Whitby ghost walk for £7. Everything's reasonable here. Crossing over the swing bridge into the older part of Whitby, actually. This is where it gets to be a shopper's paradise. All these little old nooks and crannies, full of gift shops. Literally fish and chip shops everywhere. Mr. Chip's restaurant. Here's a neat place. This is a humble pie and mash shop. Traditional pie and mash. Look at the pies. Oh, steak and kidney pie. Beautiful. $11.99. And pie and mash, of course, is your pie, some peas, mashed potato and gravy. Yum. Okay, gonna have a look at the back streets of Whitby, away from the main front and the main walking shopping streets. And to do that, everything going away from the harbour is uphill, of course. So I'm going to start off with a big walk uphill. This is a steep hill. There's a beautiful old church, a Catholic church. And something you don't see too often, on the very opposite corner, there's another church. Even in the back streets of Whitby, the buildings are very historical. This is kind of going in my direction, Silver Street. Let's go up here. Very narrow. The Rusty Shears. It's a tea shop. And the Great Goth shop is open. Very neat little historical shops up here. Got some neat wrought iron work on the gates and the stairs. It's pretty cool, an old commercial building converted into accommodation. Another church. There's a lot of churches in Whitby. Another church at the end of this street. Wow. Looks like I've reached the end of the road. The ocean's right in front. Definitely a nice day for an ice cream. And here's the ocean front at Whitby. Lots of sailboats out today. And there's the entrance to Whitby Harbour. And the old abbey way over there. Here's the famous whalebone arch overlooking Whitby Harbour. Which is right next to one of the oldest hotels in Whitby, the Royal Hotel. And behind me is the famous whalebone arch overlooking Whitby Harbour. And through it you can see the old abbey. And the nice thing from here is it's downhill all the way now, back to the harbour. And here we are back down at harbour level.